Hey, stop. Thanks for stopping by. This is Coach Kirk, Coach Kirk's Tennis, and I haven't been out here on the wall in a while. Had a little injury, managing some pain. It's part of the sport. So I was in a car accident on the bridge, and that was not fun. I'm okay. I'm getting some very good medical attention from Dr. Lucky in West Ashley at the West Ashley Wellness Center. So one of the things that's going on, I'm on the court pretty much 7 days a week, minus some rain or reschedules, but I'm on the court a lot, and I love it. Between teaching and playing, I don't know, anywhere from a couple hours to maybe 4 hours on a big day, maybe 6 hours. Anyway, that's a lot of tennis. A little stiff after getting banged up on the bridge. We've got a match tomorrow night if the weather holds. So I have not played since the Kiowa tournament last week. And I played well, but I got beat. It was a national level event. Very nice event. Something to look forward to next year. I played the year before, and I played better this year than last year. It's a big commitment. In the senior divisions, part of the reason there's such a great demand for pickleball, that's a little bit of a threat to our sport, is tennis is hard. It takes a lot of practice. It's can be tough. It's tough on the body. I'm amazed by these elite level players, the big three, Rafa, Djokovic, Federer, who's now retired. But amazed that they, have been on the tour for so long, managing chronic pain, chronic injuries. Tennis is like baseball. You repeat motions, and the sockets and the joints and the tendons and those same muscles get worn down. And it can be a little discouraging when you're banged up. So the thing I've been dealing with, and I've been very lucky in my tennis life, I've had some pretty brutal injuries, but nothing where I required surgery. A lot of older tennis players are kind of like a $6 million man, a bionic man and bionic woman. They have knees, new hips, new shoulders, rotator cuff issues. But one thing that kind of seems to plague many tennis players and runners is the old plantar fasciitis. It is a brutal inflammation. Not fun, ever-present, annoying pain, and it's very hard to expunge it. And it actually, I'm finding out through my personal experience of dealing with it, is it's really a mix of a lot of different therapies to expunge it, and it's not easy to get rid of it. It lingers for months, sometimes for some people years. I just got off the phone the other day with a buddy of mine that had it bad, and it took him a year to get rid of it, but he got rid of it. And what I'm finding is it's definitely a regimen. I mean, not just, it's morning, during the day, and at night. Stretching, massage, ice, and those things are, it's not even an option. You have to do it to be able to keep coming out and playing. And, that's just part of the deal. But yesterday I had some sound wave therapy that was helpful. And I had some heat therapy, some laser heat work done on my upper back. That was more related to the car accident. But the old foot pain, that is not fun. Then what happens is it messes with your gait. Because for me, it's on the inside of my heel, right on the calcaneal bone. Changed out shoes, many different orthotics, just a constant stretch. Got to do a lot of stretching. And I do that in the shower. I use some different melt balls. Thank you, Denise Sampson, for getting me these little different sized and different softness, hardness, different size balls that I can use on the arch of my foot. Plantar fasciitis is that fascia that connects from the heel to the tarsals, and gets inflamed, it gets dried out, it gets probably like beef jerky, and it loses its elasticity and collagen, and as you get older, it's hydration, it's a lot of things. And then it's also troubled by a tight calf that tugs on the Achilles tendon, which also attaches down at the heel. And I think that the pull from both ways is causing, for me, the pain is in the inside of my heel. It's starting to round its way around to kind of the ball, right at the base of the calcaneal bone. And every once in a while it comes out here, so that's not good. It's enveloping my heel. So ice brings down the inflammation, and then you got to stretch, and you got to do these things. It's like an experiment, because after you've played, I think everything is very, inflamed, and there's a lot of scar tissue, and it's all torn up in there. So a very light stretching after you play, and then I want to get some ice on it, and I want to get rest. The last few days, I've not been on the court very much, and that helped. I just had to do that to get my weight off my feet and do some stretching, some icing, a little. I'm doing an anti-inflammatory supplement as well that Dr. Lucky hooked me up with. So if anybody is having trouble with this and going through it, tag me, ping me, let me know what you're doing to calm it down. And I've had friends that have snapped Achilles tendons because they didn't pay attention to it. They went hard, and we don't want to have that injury. So I feel like I'm going to be okay, but it definitely is kind of a bummer because you don't feel free to move, and before I play a match, I try to go for a light jog and feel the pain on the run, and get some things moving around so that when I'm on the court, I'm not hesitating because it doesn't feel good. This morning, it's not as brutal as it's been because, again, I've had a few days, I've taken it easy. So kind of just back at it, going very soft here. I don't want to do any hard running yet. I got a lesson in about an hour. Got a few lessons today. Just getting back into teaching. And again, I've got a match tomorrow, so I definitely need to start hitting some balls. And I like to go, real slow on a warm-up. That takes time. Most people don't make the time before they play a match to, just wander onto the court and just go easy for a minute, right? I guess it's different for everybody, but I like to have a little more time because I want to stretch, pick up the pace, break a sweat before I play. Yeah, what I try to do is for my footwork, and this is important because a lot of my game, it gives me the advantage, I think, against the guys I play against that are in my age bracket. What gives me an advantage is that I feel like I move better than most guys in my category. So to lose, to lose or have a little setback on your, having some injuries in the feet, that's not good for me because I rely upon my footwork to get in good position to strike the ball well. I mean, everybody does, but I feel like I have an advantage in how I move. I don't know, maybe it's definitely formal training, but my first love was soccer. I was a soccer player, and then I got into tennis, and how I was trained how to, the formal training I got in tennis, how to line up, position your body so you can strike the ball optimally, where it just feels very mechanically sound when you hit the ball. That requires putting in the upfront investment in your footwork to be able to line up and hit it off your front foot or hit on balance off your back foot. Knowing where the contact point is optimal is even with the front foot on the forehand. Try not to hit late. Right? If I can transfer my weight forward, then I can release some tension off this backside. But that takes a lot of positioning in the beginning. To be on the front foot. Going to be okay, but it's no fun. You're working really hard towards some goals. I'm chasing a national ranking, and I want to, climb in my pursuit of, what I'm trying to do at this stage in my life. It's fun to be back playing really hard again and training and helping students work on their goals. And it's a little bit of a mental thing to get over, to work through the injuries. Like I said, I've been fortunate. I've had a lot of injuries and been able to kind of do the rehab, and especially when you're younger, you can take it for granted because your body just rehabilitates faster. When you're older, you just have to be a lot more precise and dedicated to a very good regimen to repair things. And that takes time, and people don't have time today. You got to make time, and that, time is money, right? So it's all good. It's actually starting to feel a little bit better. I don't, promote or condone any kind of anti-inflammatories like the Tylenols and the Advils and that what. But sometimes when things are just not feeling good, it works for me. I try not to consume that stuff too much. It's not good for your stomach lining, and I'm sure it has other side effects as well. But it does not feel good. That's an important part of the deal for me. Getting a little better now. It's loosening up. See, because what I try to do is I want to be able to push off. I want to use the balls of my feet to propel me forward. And I want to do that equally from both feet. I want to push forward with the balls of my feet. And that activates all those components in there, and for me, I can feel it when I do that. This injury just kind of swelled up in the last maybe month and a half. So it's kind of early, it's kind of early. Mid-October, and we're supposed to be getting some weather coming in. Got some sprinkles out here right now. Still warm. It's I don't know, it's probably 75 degrees and humid. Today I'm just doing a very easygoing warm-up, kind of getting recalibrated on the court. It's getting ready to resurface the courts here, which is nice. It's a really nice day. Here comes the sun. It's been tucked behind the clouds. Okay, hey, thanks for stopping by. And sorry, my energy's a little low today, but I hope that you're getting some value out of this. try to sprinkle in some tennis tips and just sometimes I philosophize about just my tennis journey, and it's been a very enjoyable lifestyle to play tennis in many different parts of the country and help people learn this game. All right, have a good day. Get out on the court.